This has already been fun. This is like the first time I've had like a lemonade and strawberries before doing stand-up. So, that's good. Something neat about me, I'm an only child. So like as an only child, you have to find ways to entertain yourself. Something I would do is I would take a football, I would throw it, run, and catch it. Which is pretty lame, but at least I can say I played football for 11 years, never once got a brain injury. Got that going for me. People think only childs are like spoiled. I really don't understand that. Because let's not forget the world's most famous only child, Jesus. His parents definitely could have looked out for him a bit more. Yeah, and like as an only child, something you wonder is like, am I an accident? Did my parents want to have me? And it didn't help that when I had the sex talk with my dad, he was like, Michael, trust me, you're gonna want to wear a condom. You talking about yourself, Michael Sr. or me? That makes sense. No one ever believes me when I say this, but I grew up in the hood. Yeah, I'm uncircumcised. My penis might wear a white hood. I swear he's not racist. I want to be a father, but I got rejected recently by a sperm bank. Yeah, which is much worse than being rejected by a woman, because a woman will say, I'm not attracted to you, while a sperm bank will say, no one could love anything that's 50% you. Yeah, that's tough. Particularly given, like, sperm banks are predicated on the belief some people have superior genetics. And my dad's an award-winning architect, and my mom was an LPGA pro, and they're like, something went wrong when they made you. That feels bad. I'm really into synonyms, or I should say, actually, I'm really into antonyms. I hate synonyms. I think we need, why can't we just have one word that means the same thing? Like, I think synonyms are asinine. I think they're stupid. I think they're dumb. I think they're bovine, which is a synonym for dumb. What did Webster have against cows? We already eat them. Did we have to do that? I don't know. Really, I love words. I think we should change some words, though. Like calling a strip club a gentleman's club. I don't get that. I've never seen a man enter in a top hat and say, Crystal, that pussy looks scrumptious tonight. Yeah. Or calling strippers exotic dancers? I don't know about that. Because Shen Yun, that's an exotic dancer. Okay, sorry, that's a dated Chinese dance note. I did make the mistake of telling my classmates in middle school that my mom was a poll worker. And So now whenever she picked me up from school, they would all throw box tops at her. Try and get her to strip. Didn't work, luckily. I went to Amsterdam a few years ago, and I was really excited to check out their prostitution district, but I got there in my car, and I waited all night, and the light never turned green. Yep. Really though, I'm really into inventions. That's my other kind of thing. Like, one of my least favorite inventions is clocks. Because before clocks, you could show up late to work and your boss would be like, why weren't you here on time? And you could be like, my rooster didn't crow? And you'd have to be like, perfectly acceptable excuse. Yeah, that's the best time to have a cock that doesn't work. This is true. The founder of Patagonia died in Chile from hypothermia. And yeah, the inventor of the Segway died falling off a cliff on a Segway. And that's why I've spent 3 years trying to invent the Pegatron 3000. Trying to get fucked to death. Another invention I don't really like, gas stations now, they have like TV monitors when you pump your gas. I don't like that. Look, because when I'm smoking, I want peace and quiet. Probably, you guys watch the movie 300? Maybe. It starts off with a guy kicking a messenger down a well. I really didn't like that. Do you know how many messengers had to die before the phrase "don't shoot the messenger" got popularized? They're a brave bunch. Probably the most famous messenger is Phidippides. He ran 26 miles from Marathon to Athens to let the Athenians know they were victorious in battle. And when he got to Athens, he passed out from exhaustion and died. And the Athenians were like, let's make a sport out of that. What? That's so mean. I don't get marathons as sports in general. Because like people who do them love putting that sticker on the back of their car, 26. And really all that does is tell car thieves, you need this more than me. And just in general, the business model of marathons I don't get. Like I gave my friend $40 a few years ago to run in a marathon to solve lung cancer. And it's been 3 years, and they still haven't done it. And every time I call to get my money back, they hang up. Don't like it. Michael Jordan used to be one of my favorite athletes, but not anymore. Because now, when you see him, he's always wearing Air Jordans. And I just don't know if he knows what it's like to walk in someone else's shoes. Yep. I'm really into science. What do you guys call a particle accelerator? A mass shooter. Oh, that's dumb. See, I enjoy that joke because it puts like two parts of my personality, a desire to joke about things that maybe shouldn't be joked about, and then a love of science, and kind of throws them together in an enclosed space and creates pressure for the purpose of starting a reaction, kind of like a particle accelerator. One of my favorite physicists is Albert Einstein. Fun fact about Einstein is he left his first wife to marry his cousin. So if you think incest is dumb, well, hate to break it to you. Granted, it was his second cousin, so the law of relativity doesn't apply. Yeah. Granted, I do think there are like some reasons incest sounds good, like you never forget the anniversary, it falls on the same family camping trip each week. Oh, yeah, that's nice. You don't have to worry about saving for college. Yeah. Try it out. Oh yeah, you like that? Oh yeah. You only have to get one 23andMe? Yeah. Y'all think you could beat up Batman? No? That's usually correct. But I recently found out that I could. Because around the end of October each year, a couple of Batmen show up on my property. And I kick the hell out of them. You see, movies will say Batman's this tall. In reality, he's like my nephew's height. I'm not afraid of Iron Man either, because every person I've ever met who grew up in an iron suit has been a polio-ridden pussy. Good stuff. Same. I don't really get Spider-Man too, because like his whole bit is get bit by a spider, you get powers. Like that's a bad message to tell kids in Australia. Yeah. Furthermore, I wanted a spider as a kid, but not for that reason. I overheard my dad's friend say the best sex he ever had was with a black widow. Okay. I used to think my mom was a bad driver because of how many poles she hit, Turns out she just doesn't like Eastern Europeans. 2,000 people die each year from falling trees, and still some people want to save the rainforest? Whose side are they on? That's silly. Guys, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, I hear when he comes, it's not a huge amount of cum, not a tiny amount of cum, it's a modicum. That's silly. And is it just me, or does the guy who used to host Dirty Jobs have a micro penis? Okay. Okay. I'm Michael Worst. Thanks, Jay.